message, you are not live with me, but I still want to see you and say hello to you. How are you? Welcome. Hang out. Watch the live. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it will be as they like to say, a journey. I'm gonna do my skincare and chat about a couple of things I saw. Um, let me put on. Let me pull my hair back. I haven't put these on in a long time, but let's get the hair back so I could do my skincare. And why not put on my cat ears? So if you watch this, let me know what fragrance you wore. I wore today Bulgari's Jasmine Noir. I was just sexy for no reason. Just sexy for no reason. But do you really need to have a reason to be sexy? Or is just being worth being sexy? Hmm. Hey, D'Angelo. Hey. So, start my skincare. But I got to tell y'all, oh, thank you. Um, I'm trying to take care of it. I'm trying to take care of this hair. Trying to, keep it healthy. Keep it healthy. This is a no heat week. So I gotta get up in here and make sure them roots ain't rooting. But let me put on my skincare so we can talk. The first thing I want to talk to y'all about is rabbit holes on YouTube and things that just pop up, right? So what I've been watching, Zaharoff of the Immortals. Oh my goodness. That sounds so, actually, I've smelled it. Okay, you're out here. Because you really ain't been paying me no attention lately, D'Angelo. So now I'm really feeling some type of way because you out here smelling good. And yeah, what's her name? Right, that's what I'm saying. He was fancy, Nisha. He was fancy. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling a little jealous. I'm feeling a little jealous. It don't take much to set me off. It doesn't take much to set me off. That's all I'm saying. I easily get in my feelings. Just the time of year to pull it off. Okay, I will give you that. I guess we were vibing though since I was wearing Jasmine Noir. We were on a vibe today. And we didn't even discuss it. See how connected we are? We was on a vibe today. If somebody hears this, they're going to be like, she really... the rose petals from Latifah Ford. You know what? I said I was going to, hi Judith, that I was going to start pulling out. I need to pull out the actual Middle Easterns that I actually have. The few that I own. So okay, so let me tell you what I've been watching a lot on YouTube, because I don't watch a lot of fragrance content too much, but I do watch this one guy, a realtor here in Chicago, and he tours homes, so I enjoy watching those. That's like it's a no-brainer to watch. Who doesn't like looking at homes, and then you don't even have to go out. Plus, people listen in Chicago, they don't be trying to have open houses here. Certain neighborhoods ain't no open houses because they know folks coming to check your shit out, and it might not be a good thing. But real talk, I think I'm just gonna go easy breezy. Liquid de brune. Liquid brune. So that's a Middle Eastern, huh? Okay, which one? Which one is that duping? So I've been watching that, right? So I guess because I've been watching Chicago realtor content, I'm now getting other Chicago content, you know. So to this morning, like so when I'm like, putting on my skincare and stuff, I always throw something on to watch. And then this came up and I don't know why. And now I'm probably shouldn't have watched it because this is going to become part of, the algorithm for a minute to send me this type of content. So let me find the name of it and tell you why it intrigued me. Hold on, let me put this first batch of stuff on, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the name of the thing. I really ain't been using this. Maybe I should use this for a while. Oh, Parfum de Marly Altair. Okay. Gotta get this skin together. Gotta get this skin together. Okay, I feel like I'm together now. Okay. So let me find the name of this in my history. And then we're gonna discuss what it is actually. Hi, Marion. Good to see you again. Good to see y'all. Since we did our podcast, now let's talk while I'm pulling this up. How do y'all like the podcast so far? I need to finally officially make it a podcast. I got to do that this weekend on YouTube so they'll push it out. Well, what do y'all think? How's it going so far? What do you think? Oh, wait until I find this. What's here? Ooh. Okay, so let me go in my history. Outside the history of my grandchildren, because they be all over my phone. In the car on the way to school, they like to watch my phone. Where's it at? Oh, they just be on my phone. Okay, I found it. When the party, Melly and Crump get the pick. Okay. That's all. You only made one, Nisha? You got two to watch. I'm going to need you to catch up and leave comments. Oh, but before I do this, let me show y'all what I got today for the girly girls, for the makeup queens. This came today. Y'all, look at how beautiful this is. This is the YSL face palette. They had it for 15% off at Macy's. So I picked it up. Look at how gorgeous that is. Ooh. I can't wait to wear you. And it's like, you can't really see it because of my lighting, but it's actually like a pinky color. It's like a pale pinkish vibe. Okay, isn't okay. Oh, so it's my fault if you buy it. Okay. Just blame it on me. Whatever. So anyway, let me tell y'all what I watched this morning. So like I said, I try to find something that has, enough time on it. So I just pop it on, watch it, right? Y'all, I watched this. It's called Ambry, the backdoor queen of Chicago and her violent murder. Now, when I saw the name, do y'all know where I thought I was going? I was like, the backdoor queen. Y'all know who I am. And do you all know where I went with this? I was like, she was called the backdoor queen. So I was intrigued because I was like, there was a queen of this? There was a queen of this. Who knew? And then I wanted to see, why was she violently murdered if she was a backdoor queen? Oh, so none of y'all know where I'm going with this, right? What was in my head at the time? Oh, because y'all some sweet and innocent virginal people up in here. Okay, well, I saw Backdoor Queen and I had a totally different idea than what she actually was. So apparently in Chicago street slang, a backdoor queen, hi Aliana, is not what I thought it was. Here I thought she was spread, given, the back door. But apparently that means she's like, she sets people up, and she hang out and she backdoors because she hangs out in all the sets in all the different gang sets. And she's like in the back door and they let her in because she ain't front door because she's not really part of the gang. She's back door. And she was well liked by all of the little street gangs. It was totally not what I thought. Because I thought I was going to sit. I thought this was going to be some really interesting. I mean, it was interesting. Don't get me wrong. But I thought this was going to. I was like, so we got the murder of the backdoor queen? But alas, it was not the back door that I thought it was. Hey, Rose. Because my back door was not this back door. So anyway. Whew. So, hey, Drea. So I mean, even though it was an interesting story, it was not the story I expected. I'm like, oh, these young people. Nothing happened to my back door. I was talking about the backdoor queen of Chicago and her violent murder. It was a video I watched on YouTube. And I just thought that it was a different back door than what they were talking about. It's just the back door they were discussing was not the back door I thought it was going to be. Because I was like, this is going to be something interesting to watch the first thing in the morning. I was looking for something to say graphic content. But it was, it was just whatever. It was Chicago street slang. Chicago street slang. Okay. So that was that. That was that. So anyway, how y'all doing on a Friday night? Now that I was disappointed with my morning YouTube, not necessarily disappointed, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was like, oh, okay, the backdoor queen. Okay. Oh, I need to wear this. So that was that. And anyway, what else happened that I was gonna tell y'all about? Oh, in other news. So, we're speaking of anything, these are my new blue light glasses. I'm not gonna put them on because I'm putting on my stuff right now. But why has B been making fun of me? She's like, them glasses are big. I'm like, I'm thinking I'm being stylish, and she's saying I look like Mr. Magoo. I thought I was doing something, and she say I look like Mr. Magoo. Let me go find me some cat eyes. Cause she thoroughly messed up my whole vibe with my, my new glasses. Just made me feel like, what the gee, thanks a lot, B. Your child, between working with kids and then, baby, let me tell y'all, I got this inappropriate little boy in my class. And I'm like, boy, what is wrong with you? Y'all, this little boy walked behind me yesterday and blew on the back of my neck when he was walking out my classroom. I was like, hey, you boy, I almost hit him. I almost hit him. Y'all, have you, speaking of bullshit in school, I saw something. This was quite interesting to me. I think it's in Georgia. I think she was in Georgia. It's about a teacher who had that. It was a teacher who was found not guilty of having a relationship, basically having sex with a student. Now, get this. This was the interesting part. They couldn't prove she had sex with the boy. They said partly because his testimony was so kind of, he was kind of not serious. Now, she gave him some. But here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure this was Georgia. She admitted to being attracted to him. Yes, and she was married and she wasn't. And they kissed. But kissing is not considered sexual assault of a minor in Georgia. And I'm pretty sure it was Georgia. Because I was like, what kind of backwoods bullshit is this? So she got off because they couldn't prove that she had sex with him, and she swore she did not. But she did admit to having, and there was a picture of them kissing. Girlfriend wouldn't have to worry because I'd whoop her ass touching my son. And see, that's the problem though, is like we tend to look at things like females, because that happens a lot in schools, just so you know. Let me just tell y'all for real, working in schools, those kind of things happen a lot. Male, female, female, male, whatever. It happens more than you think. And honestly, it's more, I've seen a lot of women having sex with students more so than men. Yeah. Now lately I've heard of more men lately in the spaces I've been, but um I've heard of a lot of women over the years who have been caught having sex with students. One was, caught having sex with a student in the classroom after school. So it happens a lot more than you think, right? Yeah, a lot more than you think. I'm just telling you, shit happens all the time. Almost Almost every year I've heard of an incident. Maybe not in the school I'm in, but I've heard of an incident happening. It happens a lot more, a lot more than you think. So yeah, so she got off because it's not illegal to kiss a minor. So basically, some creepy ass man can tongue kiss your daughter, your 14-year-old daughter, but he won't, you can't get him, but he won't, as long as he don't have no sexual intercourse in Georgia. He all right. Now that ain't something to think about. He all right. He all right. Hey, we just I just thrust my tongue in her mouth. At least I didn't thrust my tongue anywhere else. I guess that is I didn't thrust anything else into her. Okay. I'm just telling y'all. So if you live in Georgia, just be aware that if you live in Georgia, just be aware. It's okay for a teacher to tongue kiss your child as long as they don't do nothing else. That's not a comforting thought. I don't know what is. They've got standards. They've got standards. Now, can I just say this? It's another round of the Sephora sale, and everybody rushing to the Sephora sale. You know what? At some point, I would have thought this would have died out as a genre, as a watch thing. I just don't understand. We're at 2025 and people still shop at Sephora like this during the Sephora sale. Like that's a big deal. I'm waiting for Black Friday. And the stuff that I want, if I can afford it, I'm going straight to the brand. Because I promise you it's gonna be more than 20%. I can promise you Fenty gonna go at least 30 to 40% off. Huda gonna go 40% off. House Labs does at least 30%. Danessa Myrick's does at least 30%. So I'm just gonna wait for them and I'm gonna get all them packages. Okay. And I should do a video if I do that. What I didn't buy at the Sephora sale because I got a better deal at the brand. Ooh, if that ain't some Starkey shit. They be like this bitch right here. I'm like, really? My Sephora wish list, and I'm gonna buy everything from here because I get a measly 20% off. Oh boy. And I'm gonna spend all my money to prove it. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna buy. Right. With what I wanted from Sephora, but I got from the brand for a better deal. Ooh, Dre, you came in late. Look at what I just got. The YSL Couture Face Palette. Let me take it upside down. Let me tell you, this little baby will make me spend a little more money on some YSL because it's nice and padded and feels good. It's all luxurious. But you cannot convince me. You cannot convince me. I need to know where everybody else is. D'Angelo, did you leave me? Because what? What? Oh, you done with me? Okay, I see you. You cannot convince me that I should spend $68 for a quad of eyeshadow. You just can't convince me of that. I'm like, are y'all insane? A quad? Cause I was hard pressed. I never paid full price for a Pat McGrath. And I know people were paying that 128. I never did, and I never will, and that will never happen. But when she has a good sale, I'll pick up something, right? But I don't care how cute they embose that makeup. Ain't no way I'm paying that kind of money for that. And we ain't even gonna discuss that Louis Vuitton makeup that everybody ran and bought and now crashed and burned, and we ain't heard nobody talking about it because they was faking it like the shit was good. And ain't nothing you can't convince me that $250 lipstick made fucking sense in any shape, form, or fashion of this world. You can't convince me of that. No, absolutely not. Crazy ass shit. Is this a 6 pan or is this a 9 pan? Oh, it's 9. Huh, interesting. Interesting. So yeah, that was a little mini rant. So I'll let that go. But yeah, and have we seen anybody else talk for the people who ran out and bought that shit? I haven't seen any like, ooh, yes, the Louis Vuitton lipsticks. 250? No. Now let me tell you something. I semi trying to put stuff on TikTok. But baby, the TikTok perfume drama is out of control. TikTok perfume content is out of control to begin with. But then it shows you how TikTok works because even their drama is hyper. It's just over the top. It's just hyper, because they're posting all these. It's like, ooh, I'm like, there's been a little bit of drama over here in YouTube Fratcom, but it didn't even work well because one side didn't say nothing. Remember that? Remember that drama? Remember when something happened? And one side was like, it made their little comment, and the other was just like, I'm unbothered and left it alone. Even when Robes 08 came for everybody with that nasty, snarky ass video, ain't nobody really fuck with it. They like, yeah, whatever. That's the one thing you can say about YouTube Fratcom. Baby, people be unbothered with other people and their issues, and they're not letting them bother them. Whereas on TikTok, baby, they going back and forth. They talking this. They got something to say. Baby, it's ugly over there. It's really, really ugly over there. This is just, YouTube, we just content. We just trying to make some damn content. We just trying to make some money, trying to be popular, get some PR, all that other good stuff. I keep feeling like something crawling on me. I think, so for real, y'all not talking to me tonight? Cause I see Drea talking. I see 14 people in here. I see hardly anybody saying anything to me. Oh, okay. Cause listen, as soon as I'm doing my skincare, I'm out of here. Y'all don't want to talk. I'm out of here on a Friday night. I got things to do. Get in my bed and watch TV. That's what I got to do. But that's not the point. That's not the point. That's okay. It's okay, D'Angelo. Okay, you're supposed to be sleepy. You got to go to work, sir. You gotta go to work. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even be on here. You need to go to bed, sir. You know see how I changed my whole tone for you, D'Angelo. See, can't nobody come between us. You know that, right? Even when people be trying, right? Even when some people be trying, oh, you doing your skincare like me? Okay. Even people be trying to come, they can't come between us, D'Angelo. At least on my end. I don't know. You might be cheating on me with another YouTuber or so. I don't know yet. I haven't heard anything. Since I don't watch content, you might be slipping and dipping on me. Wait a minute. Do y'all? So in the morning lately, we've been listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I don't know why, because normally we don't. And the only thing I really like on there is Strawberry Letter. But because of the time we get in there in the car, we've been hearing Tommy's prank calls. That y'all, I can't believe that shit still goes on, them prank calls. Because I wouldn't even talk to him. I would just hang up. I bet you they get a lot of hang ups though. And then, they only gonna do the ones that actually work out, of course. But they're stupid. They're dumb. And it's like so annoying. Like I literally listened to him and it was so annoying watching him do this to this woman. He called a woman's business. And it was like she was a baker. Had a bakery or something. And he claimed that he had ordered a cake from her for a school, for his classroom, and they delivered a penis cake. And so she's like, no, that's not true. And so she's going on back and forth with him and he's insisting and she's like verifying. She's like, well, let me check on it. And she's staying super professional, like she should, right? And then he just keeps goading her and goading her. And I mean, this went on for like 10 minutes. And she's really like, well, no, let me check. Let me check. This went on for quite some time, at least 5 to 7 minutes where he's just goading her. And she's like, well, no. And then she checks with her driver. She's like, no, I think you're mistaken. This was not my company. We did not deliver anything there. We have never delivered. She's just being very, very, very professional. And then he goes into this whole tirade like, I'm coming there, I'm gonna ruin your business because I can't believe you did it. And he goes on and on until he gets her to snap. And she's like, no, you ain't, motherfucking. And then she's going off, right? And going off and going off. And it was like, so you really needed to make this woman break her professionalism for a joke. Dude, it was just like so annoying to me. I was like, ugh. However, we listened to the Strawberry Letter today, and it was like one of them ones where somebody just felt like writing or was lying. So this woman writes in and says, is my marriage over? So she says that she's been married for 4 years. And because her husband got this really great job opportunity, that he's now been working 3 hours away. So, I guess basically he's not there a certain part of the day, part of the time, and that he's not home part of the week. And then she's home alone. So because she's been home alone, she put in some extra cameras because she's been feeling, she's scary, whatever. So she got some in the basement or whatever. So she's at work and he's supposed to be at his job out of town. She's at home, she's at work, and then she gets an alert that the alarm has gone off. And then she gets that it's been, disarmed. And put back on. So then of course she's like, what the hell is going on? So she goes to look on her phone at her app and she sees her husband's in the house and he's brought a woman with him into the basement. And the woman's waiting and she sees the woman in the basement sitting there. Her husband comes back down carrying something, and then they kiss and leave her house. So then she calls him like, oh, what's up? What's up? And he's like, what? She was like, I thought you were out of town. He was like, I am out of town. She's like, no, you're not. I just saw you on the camera with a woman in my house kissing her. And so then she was like, so what's up? Basically. And basically he hangs up the phone on her. He said, well, she's just a friend. I needed a tux or something. I needed, a suit for something, whatever. And hangs up the phone on her. Then he tells her, I need to think through some stuff. I need to work out some stuff. And she ain't heard from him for a month and a half. And she said after a month, she's, filed for a separation. So I never liked Shirley's answers, but because who is Shirley to give relationship advice after this, right? Right. So if this is your house, you need to stay there and whatever. So it was like, that's what they said. It was like, girl, you know, this marriage is over. Because what she's doing is she wants somebody to tell her to stay and wait. Because what he's doing is he's living his married life and he putting her on the back burner. So just in case this don't work out, you know, he gonna go back home and be like, baby, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. And hopefully she'll go for it. You know what I'd be going for? My divorce lawyer. I'd be going for my divorce lawyer. That's what I'd be going for. But it was like, why are you sending this? Why are you doing this? Of course your marriage is over. When you bring somebody into the house, you don't care. You do not care. Because, and not only did you bring in the house, right? Right? When you bring somebody in the house and then kiss her, you know, have an intimate moment. Because if he wasn't trying to be caught up, he'd have told her to sit her ass in the car. She'd have been waiting in the car. But see, he was letting her. He had to let girlfriend know that, you know, it ain't nothing important. But, you know, come on in, baby. She was like, I want to sit in this car. Well, come on in. Now, see, somebody who on some dip would have said, you know, just wait in the car. I'll be right back. They'd have left her ass in the car like a normal person. But clearly he don't give a fuck. And not only is she in the house, but then he kisses her. Come on now. Baby, your marriage is over. If you don't see that writing, come on now. Because, I mean, he just let you know, girl, you don't mean nothing to me. This little house don't mean nothing to me either. And I mean, let's be honest, he's away most of the time. So clearly he has some place he's staying at wherever he's at 3 hours away. So yeah, he establishing a little thing over there. Hell no. I know it wouldn't have been me. Because when he told me he needs some time to think about things, I'd have been like, you know what you need to think about when you picking your shit up before I throw it out. That's what you need to be thinking about, partner. Because see, I had questions. My question was, are you all living in a place? Do you have a house? Is this your house? Is this your house that you own? So she said they was only married for 4 years. Is this like, you know, are you financially secure enough that you ain't gonna be like, oh my God, he's gone and I need his help with the house bill? If not, baby, bye. Baby, bye. I'm be like, no, I'm out of here. Right. You need time to think about things when you've been caught. But see, that's that Jedi mind trick shit that people be doing on folks. That's the Jedi mind trick that people do to people. When they get caught, they make them feel like, you know, they done something to like facilitate this happening. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe they aren't giving you some affection or whatever. But in a relationship, a marriage, any long-term relationship, if you ain't got the balls to talk to them about it and at least give them a chance to fix it or not fix it, then you on bullshit anyway. You on bullshit anyway. But if it's her place, then I'd be like, Negro, get your shit up out of my place. So that was the one thing I was curious about. I'm like, is this her place or was this their place? Because if it was their place, if it's not something that they own and there's a rental, my question is, could she continue to afford it? Right? Because it was definitely a house, because there was a basement involved. So my question was, did they buy this place together? Can she afford it? Because if I could, because here's the thing. There's a certain amount of time that if you leave your home, you've abandoned it. So if they bought the house together and he leaves the home, I think it takes like 90 days. That means he's abandoned it. In most states, that's abandonment of your property. So therefore, she can keep it. She ain't got to sell it. If she got a good attorney, she wouldn't even have to buy him out. Because once he abandons that property like that, what's out? You can get him on abandonment of property. So that would be what I would be on if they bought it together. Now, if it was hers, because clearly it ain't his, because he wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? If it was his house and she was living in it, that would have been a different conversation. He'd have been like, yeah, he wouldn't have just done that because that'd have been his house. So it didn't feel like it was his house. Might have been their house, but it definitely wasn't his own property. Now, if it was hers, definitely, bye. You better move around. You better come back with girlfriend and pick up your clothes. And they'll be in the garage. If it was a garage, your shit be packed up in the garage. And that's me being nice. Or just tell me the day you coming, they'll be sitting on the porch waiting for you. How about that? But yeah, so those I had questions. Those are the questions I had that needed to be answered in that stupidity that I listened to this morning. But when people say them type of things, what should I do? That's why I don't answer that question for women. Like when women say that shit to me, real talk now, even people I've known for a long time, when people say, what should I do? I ask you, what do you think you should do? Hey, Court. I always ask them, so what do you think you should do? Because you know what you should do. You just want somebody to either co-sign what you need to do or talk you out of what you need to do. That's what you're looking for. You looking for some co-signing or somebody to be like, no, you shouldn't do that. You should do this. No, I ain't helping you. Because most people don't want you to answer the questions. They just want you to listen to them. So I listen. And I go, because I learned that with age. That's something that you learn with age. People really don't want you to answer them. They just want to talk and vent. They want to talk and vent. That's it. Because they really don't want, because and like I always tell people, and because like real talk, most people with relationships, your friends or whatever, when they really going off about somebody, I don't say nothing. Because like I was telling somebody, who was somebody young, I said, let me tell you something. When your friend is really, and they in a relationship and they dogging their partner out and this and the other. Don't get in that train with them. I said, especially if they've had an argument or angry. I said, because they're gonna be okay with them soon. And now they've said some shit to you, and you're gonna be looking at their partner crazy. And then they're gonna be looking at you because they know what they've said to you, and now they feel kind of weird about what they said. Now they feel guilty. So you don't. I said, don't ever co-sign some shit like that. Just, be like, okay. And these braids is looking good. I'm trying to get them. Oh God, I did get my hair cut though. But my braids getting okay. Yeah, so, and see what it is. She done probably says, so I'm saying that to say that she probably said something to somebody in her family, and her family like, girl, what's wrong with you? Why are we even having this conversation? So you really gonna stay with them? Why are we even having this? D'Angelo, if you don't take your behind to sleep, sir, you got to be at work early in the morning. I don't. Right, right. If I'm gonna give you some advice, it's because I don't care. The consequences of what I say. But if I might want to still be around you, then I might not tell you what I think. I might not tell you what I think. I'm just gonna look at you and go, oh, okay. Okay, I'm putting this away because I'm done with this for this season. I think I'm gonna start using my Naturium Glow Getter Multi as my fragrance-free stuff. All right, good night. Sleep well. Dream of perfume and the perfume hoe. Because I am determined that I'm going to use up some things 2025 and 2026. I am going to use up products. Had these products just flying out every month. I'm going to have like 10, 15 things. I'm gonna be like that. I'm going in 2026. I can't even get it out right. I am going to become an empties queen. I am going to slather myself 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day with products. I'm going to spray myself until I cannot breathe with perfume. I mean, the overspray is going to take on new proportions. I've been teaching proportions lately, so that's why it came to my mind. I am going, baby, it's going to be something. Y'all gonna be like, who's using? When I take a shower, when I pour that body wash out, it's gonna be 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 7, 1,000. When I pump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, every time. Every time. I had on Jasmine Noir today by Bulgari. I want a big bottle of this now. Ooh, she smelled good. I love a good sexy jasmine. But yeah, I'm going to slather and spray and pump you know, what I just said could have so many different connotations other than body wash, perfume, and lotion. But that I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm just saying. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spray and slather and pump. I'm gonna ask people for their empties. I'm gonna do it all. Cause I'm gonna be an empties queen. I'm gonna like empty 40 bottles in a year. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm doing it. I can't even empty a damn travel spray. Okay. I really need to go through these travel sprays and figure out what do I have up here and start using them. High water candy and start using them because I do have a lot of them up here. And I don't even know what's going on. Oh, this is cherry punk. I bought this years ago. I'll tell you, I'll be ahead of shit. Cherry room 1015. I bought this in 2020 during the pandemic. My very first cherry video. This was in it. I saw up here. Let me tell y'all something. This tell you when you really don't know what you have in these travel sprays. Let me tell y'all what I found. Where is it at? Is this it? I got Hoobagans. Okay, I got Oranges and Floor, which I own, and Kelka Floor. How did I get these? Where did these come from? I own these. Huh. Oh, I wanted to use this one up. This isn't the one I was looking for, but I do want to use this. Okay. Oh, this should be in one of my upcoming videos. But what am I looking for? This is nope. I found this. Apparently, I have Roja Reckless Parfum. This is what happens when you have a bunch of damn travel sprays and you never look at them. This is what happens when you don't look at your travel sprays. Basically smells like Love Don't Be Shy. They're very similar. Sweet Orange Blossom. That's what it is. Just a sweet orange. What is this? A very sweet orange blossom. I'm like, okay. What is this? What is this? Oh, Amazonian Rose. That's right. I gotta try this again. So I can talk about this. Put this in one of my collection videos. Roses that you need to try. Roses. Let's put this on this arm. Woo, this is strong. Woo! She's strong. Okay, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. It was good talking to y'all as always. I am starving. I know that just came out of nowhere, but I didn't eat dinner. When was the last time I ate? At 12 o'clock. I'm starving. See, this is what has been happening lately. It's like I'm really not hungry, but then I get to this point of the day and it's like, you ain't ate nothing really. I'm starving. Let me go to sleep before I go upstairs and start trying to cook some shit in the middle of the night. I could make me a pot pie, but see, then I got to commit to staying up because a pot pie means commitment. That's a commitment meal. That means I'm gonna be up for a minute. But I could. Okay, I see why reckless is good. It's not. It dries down different. See, that's why I fuck with trying to stuff like Rosia, cause I ain't trying to pay for this. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, this Amazonian rose is nice too, though. Oh boy, boy, boy. Yeah, I'm about to go find me something to eat because I'm really hungry. It's all of a sudden I'm like, I'm almost about to hit that hangry moment. Hmm. So it's good seeing y'all. It's good talking to y'all. But right now, I think I'm gonna have to go find me something to eat. Maybe something light. I'm gonna go find something light. Maybe I eat an orange. That's what I'll do. I'll eat some oranges. I got some cuties upstairs. I'll eat correctly. I won't binge out. Cause right now I'm like, let's put a pot pie in the oven. That's just not something you should eat in the middle of the night. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great Friday night. I'm actually gonna try to film something tomorrow because I want to play with this YSL palette. All right, y'all. I will talk to you all later. Have a great night. Bye bye.